Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message, and I want to let you know that your bad experiences should not be despised and hated by you, because your bad experiences, even some good experiences, it changes your character. The reason why I'm making this video message is because I want to talk to you all about how beautiful it is, and also how critical it is that we don't allow our bad experiences and trauma and betrayals and letdowns to change our character for the worse. However, if you are a man or a woman that knows how to take bad things that have happened to you or bad things that you have experienced, and you change it in the sense of you become the opposite of what was done to you or what happened to you, then you are definitely growing and evolving for the better. One thing that a lot of people do is when certain things kick off in their life, it keeps them bitter, it keeps them delayed, it keeps them stagnated, and it keeps them really angry. And sometimes people do not grow and mature and evolve because they are staying stuck at the same place and at the same level. And so if they are at that place, people who come around them and people who are around them tend to be more comfortable with these types of people because they are the exact same way that person is. And so they feel more comfortable being around someone who has not grown, who has not evolved, who is not challenging them to be a better person or to do something different. But on today, if you all don't take anything away from this message, please take away the fact that bad experiences change your character. Because when you look at what someone has done to you or what you've gone through, you should sit back as a man or as a woman and say, you know what, I would never in my life be the type of person that this person was towards me. I would never do the things that I saw that person do. So I'm going to use this experience to change my character for the better. Case in point, there are many of you out here, you've probably had a bad or negative experience with someone, maybe in your family, or with someone maybe in the workplace, or someone even in ministry. And when you saw them do cutthroat, underhanded, conniving things, the way that it made you feel, because this is something I want you all to really highlight that I'm saying, the way that someone makes you feel from that negative experience, you remember that. Even if you forgive them and move on from it, you never forget how somebody or a situation made you feel. But if you are feeling some type of way right now because of a bad experience, you can turn that around and say, you know what, the way that this person made me feel, I will never make another human being feel the way that I was made to feel when that particular thing happened to me. This is what I want you all to do. Start paying attention to situations where it has made you feel a certain type of way, or it's made you be more reserved or hide yourself, or you become private in areas where you should be a little bit more open. It all depends. However, that bad experience, it should shape you and mold you into a better human being, to where instead of spreading hate, instead of spreading dissension and negativity, you can spread love. You can saturate other people with love and positivity and edify them and uplift them. That is just one example. Just like a good experience makes you a good person, typically there are some people that walk around and, let's say for instance, they are a selfish person. They don't like to give things to other people. They don't like to put other people ahead of them. It's all about them. It's their way or the highway. You have to dance to their tune. But then if they get around a particular person, or if they come in contact with a certain person that is a giver, they are a cheerful giver, Okay, and I'm not talking about just with finances. Somebody can cheerfully give their service, meaning they're helping other people, they're sharing resources with them, they are very supportive of other people. When people project hate on them, they put out love, they put out more respect. They are quick to apologize to people if they know they're in the wrong. Some people who are selfish, when they get around these types of people, it inspires them so much and touches them so much to the point they say, you know what, I'm going to put out this type of energy. I want that type of spirit where I am a positive, uplifting, and giving person. Today, I'm going to start sharing more with people. I know it's not all about me. I cannot continue to put myself in front of other people because there are other people who are in more need than I am. And so that's just another example of how a good situation can change your character. But overall, guys, everything that we experience in this life, everything that we see, everything that we go through, even things that have kicked off and has made us feel a certain type of way, we should use these things as a stepping stone to become a better man or a better woman, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Don't ever stay stuck in the same place just because you're having a difficult time letting something go. Because what you also need to pay attention to is that, and I told you all this a couple of years ago, I don't believe the saying that a lot of people in society say. They put out this notion that you attract who you are. I don't necessarily believe that, because when we're out and about, we can be minding our business, living our life. We cannot control who is drawn to us. We cannot control who is attracted to us. Some people are going to be drawn to you for positive reasons. Some people are going to be drawn to you or attracted to you for negative reasons. It's about them. Whatever is going on within them and whatever is pulling them towards you, they may want to either gain something from you for their personal benefit, or they may want to learn something and pull something positive from you because you are so inspirational. And so one thing that I can tell you is, in a negative sense, some people, if you keep dealing with the same experience, we've also talked about this before, when you keep dealing with the same experience over and over again, it is typically a spirit. And if you do not know how to tackle that spirit and deal with it head on, it'll keep repeating itself in your life. This is the same thing that goes on with bad experiences. Some of you all probably sit back and say, why do I keep having friends that come in my life and they keep backdooring me? They keep betraying me. Why do I keep being around people that are always jealous of me, or they always want to try to sabotage me or sabotage what I have going on in my life? Why am I always in the presence of family members who just are not supportive of me? I'll see them support everybody else, they'll love and like everybody else, but they are not this way with me. One thing that I can tell you, and this is not for everybody, this is just for some people, sometimes you experience those negative things repeatedly coming from other people because there is something lingering within you that you have not changed. You have not gotten delivered from. You have not shifted for the better. And this is why I'm telling you, use your bad experiences to change your character. Because once you start changing your character, then it changes the type of people who want to be around you. You never know who is watching you and who is being inspired by the type of man or the type of woman you are. Let me take it to the kingdom of God. Even in Christ, we cannot remain the same. When God's spirit is in us, the spirit of the living God is in us, naturally, we start to change things about ourselves. We start to change our ugly ways. We start to change the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we think, the way we we handle our relationships, the way we handle other situations. You don't handle it the same. If you know that the Spirit of God is in you and around you, you will not, even when you want to in your flesh, you want to say something to somebody that double crossed you, you want to handle somebody and get your revenge and vengeance on them. There are just certain things from the Spirit of the Lord being in you that you will not do, because his Spirit is in you. And so what I'm saying is that when God is in you, or when God is trying to do something fresh and new in you, we cannot remain the same. You cannot remain the same. You have to start changing. And once you change, because a lot of times what Christ will do, he will change you while other people around you are a mess. They will continue to self-sabotage, be negative. They will continue to stay at the same level no matter how much they advance financially or education-wise. They will still stay at the same level because they refuse to use things that have gone on with them or certain experiences. They refuse to change their character behind it. And so on today, I want to tell you all, use your negative, ugly, disgusting, nasty, and horrible situations and experiences and trauma. Use it to change your character for the better. You will change your character for the better to the point that if there are people who refuse to change and elevate and evolve, or allow God to do a work on them and cleanse them in their heart and in their mind and in their spirit, when they come around you, if you really have changed, I'm not talking about you lying and saying that, oh, I've healed, I've evolved, I've let this go that this person did to me, and you act as though you've moved on, but in reality, you really have not moved on. I'm not talking to those of you who do this. I'm talking to those of you, for a fact you really have changed. For a fact you have done something different. You've done something different. You've put in the work and you've done what you needed to do to be a better person. When you get to that place, when certain people come around you who are still at the same level, they will no longer feel comfortable around you. They won't. They'll try to act a certain way like they typically would when you were the same, or when you were at the same level that they were. But when they see that you have put the work in, and when they see and sense, because people can sense things about you. People can sense when you are changing and when you are about business and you are no longer with the small talk and the things that are nonsensical. They can sense it in you. They won't even feel comfortable around you anymore. And so learn too, because this is something that I've learned, and I think it's a continuous thing. Us growing our salvation and, us growing in grace is a daily thing. And so I have learned to take things I've experienced and use that as a stepping stone. Please look at it that way, guys. Look at everything that comes your way or everything that is being thrown at you as a stepping stone for you to take the opportunity from that to become a better woman, or to become a better man, or to become a better mother, a better father, a better friend, a better person as far as your one-on-one relationship with Christ goes. You can even use spiritual abuse that you've experienced in the church or by the hands of other people who claim that they're Christians or believers or followers of Christ, whatever you want to call them. You can use these experiences and say, you know what? When this person or these people manipulated me and they kept gaslighting me and they rejected me heavily and they mocked me and slandered me and they told lies on me and they pushed me to the side and I became the underdog, I became the outcast, and I was looked at as I was not important. I'm going to take these things and I'm going to make sure everywhere I go I spread love, not hate. I'm going to make sure when I go somewhere I congratulate people and not be jealous of them and not be covetous, wanting everything that I see them have, because I know if God can do something for them, he can do something for me. But even if God does not do that particular thing that I see in another person, I know that my Father has something for me. I'm going to change. When I walk into a room, I don't have to walk in bitter. I don't have to walk in angry. Even if I come across the people who wounded me and who has mistreated me and fumbled me, and they have rejected me and they have betrayed me, I can walk in a room and say, hey, how are you? God bless you. And I'm not saying, guys, to spend a lot of time there. I'm not saying to spend a lot of time there and be, skinning and grinning in somebody's face who did you wrong. This is not what I'm saying. Recently, I just told a family member this, because there was an event that me and this particular family member went to, and there was somebody there that did something very, very painful to someone in my family, and that person is no longer with us. They are deceased now. But me and his family member went to this engagement recently, and they saw the person that really, really traumatized and betrayed this deceased person in our family, and it affected us directly and to a certain extent indirectly in other situations. But I told this family member, listen, you don't have to be bitter. You don't have to be unforgiving. You don't have to be uncomfortable. Let it go what this person did. Let God deal with them. Don't put your hands in it. I'm not saying you got to go over there and be kissing them on the cheek and hugging them and shaking hands with them and having a kumbaya moment and start filling them in on what you have going on in your life currently. That's not what I'm saying. But you should be able to sit in the same room. Okay, especially if years have passed since that betrayal, guys, or that person backdoored you. You should be able to sit there calmly and say, you know what, he or she did what they did to me, and they made me feel the way that I felt at that time. But you know what, I'm gonna use this as a stepping stone, and I'm going to show them love, even if it's for 30 seconds, because I know that whatever they did to me, God saw it. This is the problem with a lot of people. You all just don't believe that God sees people when they do us wrong. You all probably don't believe that God gives people what they dish out. That's Bible. That's Bible. For whatsoever a man sows, he shall also reap. You continue to put out that negativity. You continue to be jealous. You continue to lie on people. You continue to mock them and slander them and have this evil gossip towards them and try to speak word curses and little incantations over them in their life and their children and their mind and their physical appearance. Whatever it is you got going on, you better believe that God hears you and he sees you. And for those of you that are watching, the people who have done this to you, or they continue to do it, God sees it. So you can wholeheartedly, if you come across these people, you can look them in the face and say, you know what, God bless you. We may not be friends, things didn't end well with us, whatever the situation is, because it's always going to look different for each person, but you can stand to be in the same room, especially if you're at a certain engagement and it's not about you. That is what I had to make this family member understand. We were invited to be supportive of another person in their celebration of something. So although we saw somebody that betrayed us and that hurt us and hurt certain members of our family, we did not have to make it about us. I didn't want to personalize, and I told this family member in so many words, don't personalize this. That happened years ago, and I'm not saying I'm rushing your healing, but don't personalize this. Tonight is not about us. It's about us celebrating the person. The attention should be on them. It should not be about what this particular individual did, because behind the scenes, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're dealing with. Now, to be 100% honest and transparent with you guys, this particular family member, they still did not listen to what I said. They ended up being very angry, and they, excuse me, they walked off. I let it go, and I spoke, and I left it at that. So that's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.